ended up screwing up the live stream, so I apologize. So this is a two-parter, ladies and gentlemen. This is a two-parter, okay? I apologize for that. But anyways, let's continue, shall we? Megamind, really good, of course. Madagascar. Madagascar 2. 3, actually 3, I think 3 is my favorite. 3 or 2, it's definitely up there. Shrek, okay, I might have to breeze bypass these, because my phone's at like 45%. So Shrek 2, of course, great as well. Hello's in the chat, he says hello as well, hello. Yeah, sorry everybody, the live stream the first live stream cut out, I apologize. But, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, wait, why is that? Okay, Mr. Peabody and Sherman goes here. Okay, there you go. Then back to the Shrek franchise, because like there was a little gap there. That was odd. Shrek 3, which is the only Shrek, and then and Shrek 4. These are the only two I do not like at all. So in the Shrek franchise. Sick collection. Thank you. Hello says, what do you get for Christmas? I got I talked about it a little bit earlier on in the video, but I got a lot of stuff. And they're like up here, so like I got the Transformers 4K Steelbook collection. But yes, I talked about it in the last live stream, even though this was supposed to be the same live stream. But whatever. Puss in Boots, and then Puss in Boots the last, which was even better right there. That's cool. Yep, very cool indeed. Kung Fu Panda 4 movie collection. The first two are great. The rest of the franchise not so great. Then we have some more DreamWorks movies. Like, I got all the DreamWorks movies together. So I have Abominable, or Abominable. I can't even say words right. Penguins of Madagascar. Turbo. The one where Ryan Reynolds voices a snail. Croods as well. Still have yet to own the second Croods. Magnificent Seven, underrated Western movie. That's actually a remake, fun fact. The Meg. I enjoyed that more than the sequel. The sequel, however, not so good. Groundhog Day, one of my favorite all-time comedies. Love Groundhog Day. Got the Rocky movie collection. Great franchise. Even Rocky 5 I enjoy, too, because now that if that was the end of the franchise, I understand, but it's not the end of the franchise because they kept on going on with these bad boys, Creed and Creed 2. And then I still have yet to own Creed 3, but yes. Great movies in their own right. You have Jack the Giant Slayer, which is a solid movie. Like, it's entertaining. Again, one of those movies like Legend of Tarzan that's always like on TNT and stuff. Star Trek Picard movies. Haven't seen them, but definitely intrigued. Good Will Hunting won a lot of awards and very iconic, of course, but still have not seen it. It's on my watch list, though, so be on the lookout for my review of that eventually on Letterboxd. Marley Me 1 and 2. Marley Me 1, very sad movie. Marley Me 2, I still have not seen, but Rampage, one of the best video game movies. I actually really enjoy Rampage, and I think that might be my favorite out of The Rock's movies since he became an actor. Super 8, really, it's like before Stranger Things was a thing, really, so if you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. It's very Stranger Things-esque before Stranger Things even came out. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and then Jumanji, The Next Level, which Jumanji, The Next Level is my least favorite out of the three, but the other two I really enjoy, so. And I can't wait for the third one that's coming out in December, I believe. So, just like the last two movies. Doolittle. Oh, wait, sorry. Doolittle. Wait, there you go. Doolittle. With Robert Downey Jr. Sing. Still have not seen Sing 2, but I like Sing a lot. The Outlaw Josie Wells. I think that's the only Clint Eastwood movie I have in here. Fast and Furious Blu-ray collection. So this has all the movies up to 7. Okay, there you go. Fast and Furious 8, The Fate of the Furious, where things got very stupid, but oh well. I'm glad we don't have F9 yet. Fast X. Looking forward to the other two movies, even though they're probably going to keep people that seemed like they were dead alive somehow. Daddy Daycare 2 movie collection. Love Daddy Daycare. I used to watch that like every single day when I was younger. And then Daddy Day Camp, not so good. At all. I'm not a fan of that one. Okay. Now we start to go into Christmas movies. We have Arthur Christmas. Arthur Christmas. Arthur Christmas. See, I've been talking so long now I can't pronounce S's correctly. Okay, I gotta drink water. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Scrooge. Red One. A whole lot of people hated on this one. I thought this one was just okay last year. I didn't hate it. But it did not need a $500 million budget, that's for sure. The Grinch 4K, my least favorite of the Grinch movies, but still decent. I didn't hate it. The original A Christmas Carol, still pretty solid. It holds up. I think it's a lot better than the majority of the Christmas Carol remakes. Man Who Invented Christmas, where like it's about Charles Dickens' life and how he created the Christmas Carol story, where I think that one's really underrated. Elf, of course, classic too. Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. This movie freaked me out when I was younger, that's for sure. And it kind of still freaks me out with the animation. It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas classic 2. That just surpassed 1 million watched on Letterboxd, I believe. Lego Batman movie. Lego movie. Lego movie second part. I haven't watched this since theaters, so it's been a hot minute since I watched that, but I do love the first Lego movie quite a bit. Labyrinth, they're coming out with this like it's coming back in theaters, so I might take advantage of that and see it for the first time, maybe in that context, and maybe I'll like it a lot. Power Rangers, Sabine's Power Rangers from 2017. This is actually my favorite version of the Power Rangers right here. Unbreakable, great M. Night Shyamalan movie, one of his best, I think. Split's equally as good, or maybe not as good. I love both of those, though. Glass, still haven't seen, but I love Split and Unbreakable, but I hear Glass totally, like, disrespects those two movies, essentially. My 11th favorite movie of all time, love Men in Black, the first one. Men in Black 2 is okay. 3, I think, is really good. And then Men in Black International is I haven't watched since theaters, and I don't like it. So now we move on to so now we're going into like the superhero adjacent type category. So like then we have Red, which is actually DC, but they're not like superheroes. So but yeah, the first Red's fun, the second one's not as good, but still fun. Then we move on to some TMNT stuff. So you have the two Michael Bay ones. You have the one from, I think this was like 2014, I think. And then you have the one from 2016. Wait, no. I got them switched around. This one's from 2016. This one's from 2014. Where I think Out of the Shadows decent, but I'm not a fan of this one, so. Where I actually think TMNT 3 is a better movie than the first Michael Bay TMNT movie. So yeah, but the first TMNT, the original movie, I love. And then 2 Out of the U's I enjoy quite a bit too. And then this animated movie right here as well, the one from like 2009, I think is really solid as well. Then you also have like the first few episodes of the newest, like the current TMNT show. Yeah, the original TMNT series, complete series right there. Now we move on to some Batman stuff. Alright, so, of course, if I'm talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman, there's the collaboration that, like, links the two. So you have Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right there. Still have not given that one a shot, but plan to watch it soon. Batman the Brave and the Bold, like, Batman 3-pack. It has Batman and Superman movie, Batman, The Batman, I should say, TV series, like the first few episodes of that, too. Batman vs. Robin. Batman versus Two-Face. That one actually has William Shatner voice Two-Face, which is interesting. Batman 4-pack 4K collection of the two Schumacher movies and the two Burton movies. I enjoy the two Burton movies and I enjoy Batman Forever. But Batman and Robin, Batman and Robin is a bad movie, but I still get guilty pleasure out of that because it's so funny how that movie was made. The Dark Knight trilogy, so of course the three Nolan movies, which all three of them are great, and Dark Knight is easily amongst one of the greatest movies ever made in my mind, like in the top 30 for sure. Batman, the complete animated series right there on Blu-ray. Yeah, sorry about the change up for the live stream, everybody, because, yeah. I accidentally got like butt dialed or something like that. I don't know what happened. Batman Beyond's the complete Blu-ray series right there. I think that actually comes with 2 movies as well, doesn't it? Yeah, it comes with Batman: The Return of the Joker as well. So, and that one's actually pretty decently priced like right now because like I saw it was like $50 or something like that earlier. So yeah, it's pretty decently priced right now. I'd recommend getting it. Batman triple feature that has Batman Beyond the movie, Batman Beyond the Return of the Joker, and Batman Mystery of the Batwoman right there. Batman the Killing Joke on Blu-ray. Now we sort of transition into a little bit. Transition a little bit. We have Scooby-Doo, Batman the Brave and the Bold collaboration, where they had like a movie together, which I remember watching once and thinking it was decent. Scooby-Doo meets Batman. Now we go Batman Assault on Arkham, which apparently people count as a video game movie, I guess, because like it links to Arkham Asylum, I guess. Suicide Squad. I didn't think it was. I don't think it's as bad as people say, because like I used to love this movie when I was younger. Of course, I realized a lot of the flaws like a little bit later on now, but I still think it's watchable. It's not absolutely terrible for me, but still not very good either. Superman 80th Anniversary Collection that has a couple of animated movies, so there's that as well. Now we're like in the Superman stage of things. Superman the complete animated series. Superman and Other Cartoon Treasures, whatever that is. Superman Bazooka Classic Bubble Tunes. So, like, there's a lot of different Superman TV series that have happened over the years. Green Lantern, not as bad as everybody says, because the music in this, the main score, is absolutely amazing. There's still some really good chemistry between Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. That easily the best part of the movie. It's some of the stuff that they do with the villain. I'm not talking about Parallax, the CGI cloud stuff. That's very terrible. But the stuff what they do, like with Hector Hammond, I think is quite decent. So, yeah, I don't understand the hate for Green Lantern. I don't think it's as bad as people say. Shazam is fun. I remember seeing when me and Jax started becoming, like, friends. This is actually a movie we saw together. So, yeah, me and Jax I have a very fond memory of seeing that with him. Now we move on to the Flash sort of stuff, which I only have 2. We have The Flash Season 1. Very good season. Then you have Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox as well. I think that is by far my favorite out of all the DC like animated movies. Now, of course, if you have Flash transition, you have to transition to Arrow, the complete Blu-ray series right there. Ooh, I almost just dropped it. My bad. Okay, hold on. Let me bring that up. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. The Losers. I think that it has this pretty star-studded cast. It has like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Zoe Saldana, and Chris Evans in it, but haven't got the chance to watch it fully. Aquaman's fun. It's not great, but it's fun. Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Man, I have a lot of DC stuff, I just realized. Justice League, sorry, should I say Justice League? My bad. Still need to get the Snyder Cut, because that is definitely the superior cut. Justice League, Justice on Trial. So, which is like a couple episodes of the TV show. Justice League Unlimited complete Blu-ray series right there. Oh my gosh, how many DC stuff do I have? I didn't even realize that. Justice League Crisis on 2 Earths. I actually really enjoy that animated movie too. I think that was the first DC animated movie I ever got. Justice League War. Justice League: The New Frontier. Basically, how like the Justice League came together in in one universe. Lego DC 4 film collection right there. Super Friends. My mom really loves this series, so. Now what else we got? Wonder Woman. Blue Beetle. I was so sad that this bombed because I thought this one was really good. And the family dynamic, man. The family dynamic was really solid. Young Justice Season 1. Loved watching that show when I was younger. I haven't watched the like new seasons on Max or anything yet, but I'm curious to watch them. The complete series of the Teen Titans show before it got canceled. Teen Titans Go, the complete first season. I actually do enjoy Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go to the movies. This is actually what I saw for my birthday that year. So, and that was a fun movie too. V for Vendetta. I haven't watched it, but people say that's a good DC movie too. Okay, now we transition to Scooby-Doo. Well, no, not Scooby-Doo. DC Warner Brother cartoons. So the Jetsons complete Blu-ray series right there. That goes with the movie. Now we're in Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Complete Blu-ray series. I'm surprised I can sing so good still, because my voice is nearly out of it. The 2 Scooby-Doo movies with live-action movies, and these 2 are both still hold up for me. Love both of them. I actually think out of the... I don't know. Them 2 are neck and neck. I like both of them. Couple of the Scooby-Doo anime movies like Scooby-Doo 13 Spooky Tales Around the World or something like that. Scooby-Doo Abracadabra-Doo. Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire. The Vampire, I see. What just broke? I felt something broke. Oh man, really? You see that? The bottom of a box just broke. Okay, great. Or bottom of a... It's whatever. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Scooby-Doo and the Samurai Sword. I got all these in a yard sale, so... What's New Scooby-Doo? And it's actually in my neighborhood. I got all these too. What's New Scooby-Doo again? Volume 2. Aloha Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo Legend of the Phantasaur. Okay, that's Scooby-Doo done. Now we move on to Star Wars. Okay. Alright, so Star Wars, here we go. Star Wars episodes 1 through 3, the ones that I grew up on. Love all 3. Love is a strong word. I love the 3rd film, and I think the other 2 are really good. Solo, it's surprisingly better than I was expecting it to be, because I was expecting it to be crap. I didn't care about, like, a Han Solo, origin movie, but, it was actually pretty decent. I didn't hate it. Star Wars Rebels, that's, the canon, first episode of the show. Rogue One. I do wish that they kept more people alive at the end of that, but other than that, still a really good prequel, or, yeah, kind of prequel. The Star Wars 4 through 6, I need to rewatch these movies ASAP, because these movies I haven't seen in a very long time. So, basically, if I rewatch them, they would be first-time watches again, because I haven't seen them in a very long time. Rise of Skywalker, not Rise of Skywalker. The Force Awakens, the only one, sequel that came out recently that deserves talking about. And then there's these 2. Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. And then also another Star Wars thing. Phineas and Ferb, Star Wars. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we transition into Marvel. Which Marvel have a lot of stuff too. So Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man. That actually used to be my favorite Spider-Man recently. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse. Great animated movie. And can't wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse after seeing this one. Across the Spider-Verse. Dang, it's slipping out of the slipcover. Morbius! I don't hate it as much as other people. I actually don't think it's that bad. Because I've seen worse movies in my lifetime. Captain America from 1990. I think that's the year. Yeah, not a very good comic movie. Captain America and Captain America 2 Death Too Soon. Okay, now I'm gonna move this way now. Woo! Okay, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Still have yet to own Venom: The Last Dance, which I should fix that pretty soon. Howard the Duck. Very weird movie. Daredevil. Which that one I think is a little bit overhated too, because I enjoy that. Ghost Rider 2 movie collection right there. Yeah, the second one is not good at all. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Marvel animated movie collection, where they tried to capitalize on what DC was doing with their animated movies, and they fell flat on their face. But I do enjoy the Thor versus Hulk. Hulk versus Wolverine movie though, mini movie. Incredible Hulk complete TV series. This is still the best Bruce Banner I think we've ever gotten. With Bill Bixby, he's still my favorite. Hulk from 2003. Yeah, it can be overly CGI'd, but I still think it's not awful like everybody says. Okay, then you also have X-Men movies. You have X-Men First Class, great prequel, which I was not expecting. You have X-Men, good, but they needed to change the costumes. X2, X-Men United, better than X-Men 1, in my opinion. X-Men The Last Stand, again, overhated, but still, it does have a very fair share of problems. The Wolverine. Really good. I just wish that they handled Silver Samurai a little bit better. X-Men Days of Future Past. My favorite X-Men movie in my top 3 favorite comic book movies of all time. Love X-Men Days of Future Past. Alright, now we move on to MCU stuff. Alright, ready. And I have it in chronological order. Some of the movies are still out there in the family cabinet, but I have it in chronological order. So, Captain Marvel. One of my least favorite MCU movies, but still watchable. Iron Man. I rewatched that movie so many times when I was younger. Incredible Hulk, I also rewatched so many times when I was younger, where that one is one of the more underrated MCU movies. Thor. Avengers. This was actually the first ever movie I saw in theaters right here. It was the first Avengers movie. That was the first movie I saw in theaters. Guardians of the Galaxy. This was a very fun theater experience because I wanted to see the movie, but no one else in my family wanted to. And then, I saw it for my birthday the year it came out, and it surprised everyone where it was actually a great movie. So I love the Guardians movies. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. My least favorite out of the 3, but I still think it's really good. So, Ant-Man. Really good, too. That one was surprising as well. So, they pulled out a lot of surprises. Doctor Strange, visually beautiful to look at. But still, there's some aspects to it that do feel like, oh, we've kind of gone through those tropes a little bit before. Black Panther, essentially Marvel's version of Lion King. Where it was a little bit overrated for a while, but I certainly came around to it. Avengers Infinity War, great, and that movie devastated me and my family when we walked out of the theater at the end of that movie. Avengers Endgame, a great way to follow up Infinity War. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I haven't seen this movie in a minute, but I'll probably, when Doomsday comes out, I'll probably like rewatch through every single MCU movie building up to that. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I had a fun time in theaters, but now I probably wouldn't like it. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the best in the trilogy by far for me. Love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I can't wait to watch that again soon whenever I get the chance to. Marvel Superhero Squad, a show that I grew up on when I was younger. Big Hero 6, also Marvel adjacent. So now we're moving into like Disney stuff. So Big Hero 6, really good. Saw that in theaters with my dad. Rescuers, I actually prefer Rescuers Down Under over the first one, which that's probably a hot take, but yeah, anyways. That's what I remember when I was younger. Wreck-It Ralph in my top 30 favorite movies of all time, my second favorite Disney movie of all time. Love Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph Breaks the Internet, however, not as good, where I am not a fan of that movie. But it's still watchable. Meet the Robinsons, a really underrated Disney movie as well. Dinosaur, also really underrated, but the CGI is a little bit not as good sometimes. And it's a shame that they're getting rid of that ride, by the way. Zootopia, love it. I think that one's in my top 30 favorite Disney movies of all time, too. I love Zootopia as well. Great Mouse Detective, only watched it once. It was decent. Crap. Forgot. This is going to drive me nuts. Alice in Wonderland, the OG. Very surprisingly mature Disney movie there. Little Mermaid. Really good too. During that Renaissance era of Disney. Fox and the Hound and Fox and the Hound 2. I haven't seen Fox and the Hound 2, but Fox and the Hound I did watch, but it's been a very long time. Lilo and Stitch and Lilo and Stitch 2. Lilo and Stitch is actually one of my sister's favorite movies of all time, so she loves Lilo and Stitch, so as you can imagine, I've watched that movie constantly since then. Okay. Princess and the Frog, so essentially what I just said about Lilo and Stitch, but this time with my mom, because Princess and the Frog is her favorite Disney movie of all time, which I do love Princess and the Frog too. I think out of the two, if you were asking me, which one would I rather rewatch, I'd go with Princess and the Frog, because I've seen Lilo and Stitch so many times by now. Oliver and Company. Fantasia from 2000. Still have yet to own the first Fantasia, which is odd, which I should probably fix that soon. Okay. Beauty and the Beast, the movie, I think that actually won an Oscar, I believe. Another great animated movie during that Renaissance era of Disney. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Haven't seen Notre Dame 2, but Notre Dame 1 is very... I think out of the Disney movies, during that time frame, the more sad Disney movies, I think. Black Cauldron, haven't watched it. Brother Bear 2-pack collection, where Brother Bear, I think, is very overhated. I didn't find out a whole lot of people... I found out a whole lot of people hated that movie once I joined the internet, which I was very surprised by, because I grew up on Brother Bear, so... Tigger movie... Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Because I knew this was gonna happen too, because there was this one shelf, in my collection. That shelf right there, that's, very unstable. Peter Pan! Peter Pan Return to Neverland, which I remember watching on Disney Junior when I was younger. Oh my gosh, that's good. See, I told you. Because, the DVDs are too tall. Okay, there we go. Bolt. Aladdin, another movie during the Renaissance era with, movies such as Beauty and the Beast and Lion King, you know. Okay, now I'm on a new row, so I basically can move to the ground now. If my live stream cuts out again, guys, it's because my phone died, alright? So I gotta go through all these quick, okay? Woo! Well, actually, yeah. You know what? I'll put you right here. There you go. All right. I can go the distance. Love Hercules. Tarzan, love Tarzan as well. Great soundtrack by Phil Collins. Aristocats. Yeah, we're in Disney now, so. Sleeping Beauty. Three Amigos and Saludos Amigos in like a double pack. Atlantis, Lost Empire. I think that's been due for a live action remake. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Snow White. And this is a very thick DVD for some reason. Lady and the Tramp. Tangled. This is actually the 3D version, so you can watch it in 3D. Frozen, which was a movie I kind of got burnt out on because I was a part of the Frozen play. Moana. Mulan. I need to upgrade this because this and this are very old DVDs. So Mulan 2 right there. Quackback. Quackback. Schoolhouse Rock. Legend. Yeah, American Legends. Brave Little Toaster. I still never watched that. I just got it in my collection and I said, okay. Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers. Love this. I used to watch this a lot when I was younger. Now we transition into Pixar. Finding Nemo. Again, what is up with these? I know I've said it a lot today, but what is up with the Blu-rays being so tall? Finding Dory. Just the same thing over again, which, I mean, can be said a lot about sequels. Toy Story 1. One that started it all for Pixar. Toy Story 2. Toy Story 3, which is the best of the franchise for me. And then Toy Story 4, which never needed to exist in the first place, was actually it was actually a really good movie, even though it's my least favorite out of the 4 movies. I don't know. It's pretty neck and neck with Toy Story 2. Toy Story of Terror. I prefer that one over Toy Story That Time I Forgot. Cars. The only Cars movie that I genuinely like, by the way. Ratatouille, my favorite Pixar movie, and in my top 30 favorite Disney movies of all time, and probably in my top 100 favorite movies of all time. Love Ratatouille. WALL-E, great as well. Pixar short films collection. Then you also have Up right here. Ooh, great opening to a movie that probably the best opening to a movie I've ever seen, I think. Coco. Inside Out. This is where Inside Out 1 was the whole entire time. Monsters University. Actually, a surprisingly decent prequel. I still prefer this one, though. Monsters, Inc. Love Monsters, Inc. Incredibles 4K. Also my top 30 favorite Disney movies of all time. Love Incredibles. Can't wait for Incredibles 3 because I think Incredibles 2 was great too. I actually really enjoyed Incredibles 2. Good Dinosaur doesn't feel like a Pixar movie to me. It feels more like a DreamWorks movie. Same could be said about Brave, but I don't have Brave in here yet. Bug's Life. I think that might have the best Pixar villain in my opinion. Phineas and Ferb, the movie Across the Second Dimension. Planes. I still have not seen either of these movies right here. I mean, as you can see, they're still in the wrapping. So, Planes, Fire and Rescue. Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue. I don't know. Just saw, oh, hey, it's a Blu-ray. And it hasn't even been unwrapped. DuckTales, the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp. I love DuckTales. So, I actually really enjoy the movie. And I love both interpretations of DuckTales. I enjoy both. DuckTales Volume 1, DuckTales Volume 2 right here. And then, this is one rare movie in my collection. Here you go. Song of the South, the Splash Mountain movie. Isn't that crazy? Yep. That is very hard to find, by the way. Chip and Dale, the classic cartoon favorites, which I still haven't got to adding that to that yet. Proud Family movie. I enjoy the movie a lot more than the show. I don't even know if the show's still going on Disney Plus because they added it, but oh well. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. The Absent-Minded Professor and Son of Flubber, right there, collection. Flubber, love Flubber. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I think is great too. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, and Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves as well. Which, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, I enjoy too, but Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, eh. Okay. Flight of the Navigator. Babes in Toyland. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Yeah, they shouldn't have done a sequel without Matthew Broderick. Herbie 4-movie collection. Oh, let's bring some of these out. Dogs movie 4 collection right there. Kurt Russell 4-movie collection right there before he got like major famous. Home on the Range, yeah. Freaky Friday, great. Ooh, always love that. Treasure Island and In Search of the Castaways 2-pack Blu-ray. Davy Crockett 2-movie collection. Actually went to Gatlinburg recently where like they had a bunch of Davy Crockett stuff. Cat from Outer Space. James and the Giant Peach. Really good too. Rocketeer. I think this is actually based on comic book too, I think. The Country Bear Jamboree. Again, another theme park ride that actually has a movie. Isn't that crazy? Well, it's not a ride, but it's a theme park show. Return to Snowy River, which I had the Man from Snowy River already. I didn't even know that this was actually a sequel to that until just this video. Sing Along, whatever. Sing Along, whatever. And finally, Sing Along, whatever. Okay, now let's bring out these bad boys. Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Great movie, love that, always loved it. The sequels, however, not so much. Prince Caspian I enjoy more than this, but still, eh. Dang, man, these movies are all dusted. or all dusty. Pacifier. Underdog. Oh my gosh, how many movies do I have? Snow Dogs. With Cuba Gooding Jr. in there. Air Bud. Air Bud World Pup. World Pup. No. Air Bud again. I don't even know if those two are the same movie or not, but oh well. Santa Claus. Santa Claus 2. The Escape? No, not the Escape Clause. I think it's just called Santa Claus 2, I think. Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. The Incredible Journey. So basically a remake of Homeward Bound, essentially. That's what I got from it. Game Plan. Another rock Disney movie, Race to Witch Mountain, which is the remake of Escape from Witch Mountain, I think. Oz the Great and Powerful. Underrated prequel. I'm not gonna lie. Underrated prequel. And it's actually done by Sam Raimi. Fun fact. Into the Woods. This movie I used to be obsessed with when I was younger, even though my family hated it. So that's funny. Probably out hate it now. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Love that movie. And Dead Man's Chest is pretty close in quality. I think them two are pretty equal. Haunted Mansion from 2003 right there. Still need to own the remake from like 2 years ago. Jungle Book 2016. Actually, I think the best live-action remake that we've gotten. Where it's actually better than the animated movie, in my opinion. Beauty and the Beast 2017 live-action remake. They do change some stuff up, which I think that's what a remake should do. Cinderella 2015. Again, I actually think this is better than the original, so. Lone Ranger, one of the biggest box office bombs in history right here. The movie itself, though, is decent. Pete's Dragon, again, I actually prefer it over the original. Alice in Wonderland, I used to love it as a kid, a little live-action remake, but it's a little bit more flawed now. Alice Through Looking Glass, it's fine. Like, I don't hate it, because there's some emotional moments that do really hit in that movie. Dumbo on 4K, the 2019 remake, which one of the weaker live-action remakes. Enchanted. Remember the Titans, great sports movie right there. The Rookie, I've had this movie in collection my whole entire life, and I still have not seen this. $1 Million Arm. McFarland USA, actually a pretty solid sports movie, like where it's about racing, I think. Queen of Katwe, chess movie. Then you also have Camp Rock. And you have Camp Rock 2, which should come in perfect, because they announced that Camp Rock 3 is coming out next year, so that's interesting. I don't know if my sister is excited about that or not. Prom. Twitches, whatever this is. Mass and my sister had a lot of Disney movies she just randomly gave to me, so I said, okay, sure, I'll make my collection bigger, why not? And then Hannah Montana, the movie. I grew up watching the show, but I still have not watched the movie all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces. Like, I know Lucas Till is in that, I think. Hey, how are you doing today? Ishmael says, I'm doing good. And he says, I'm doing good too. That's good. Your Twitches too. Wait, why the heck is that separated from Twitches 1? I don't know. Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2. I should have probably realistically watched these Halloween, but I didn't really get the chance to, unfortunately. But I'll probably save that for next year, maybe. Return to Halloween Town. Descendants 1, I think, is great. I think. And then, I think. Descendants 2. And Descendants 3. Do not care to get the 4th one. I don't care. Because that was completely... I mean, it did a good job of paying tribute to Cameron, but other than that, Princess Protection Program, like I said, the Disney movies that Madison gave to me when she was, like, moving to college. That Darn Cat. So now we're, like, in live-action Disney form, really. Freaky Friday remake from a few years ago that has the girl from Dolphin Tale in it. Follow Me, boys! That's Kurt Russell in it, too, when he's, like, super young. Zombies, the only Zombies movie I actually like. That whole entire, like, 5-film franchise now, which is absolutely insane, by the way. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Motion and Friction. Dinosaurs and Reptiles. Phases of Matter and Fluids. And Energy and Momentum. So, yeah, whole entire Bill Nye the Science Guy thing there. Oh, okay. No, not Swiss Family Robinson. The Parent Trap. I actually prefer... Wait, where'd it go? Okay, I swear... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was gonna like, this should be right next to it. I don't know why. But I actually prefer the remake, so... Again. Imagination Movers. It's been a while since I watched that show. Happy Celebration on Earth. Like, it's like a Disney thing, like, where it tells you, like, everything around the park and stuff. Ice Princess. Again, movie my sister gave to me, okay? National Treasure. Mary Poppins. Step in time. Never reason, never wrong. Lifeless remake. Lion King 2019. Do not care about that one at all. I do not care. Saving Mr. Banks. Actually, really underrated Disney movie. Great performances, too. And, like, there's some really emotional beats, too. Aladdin 2019 remake. Of course, not as good as the original. But still, I think it's one of the better live-action remakes. Maleficent. Really good. I completely forgot that it had a sequel. A Kid in King Arthur's Court. Mighty Joe Young. BFG. Sorcerer's Apprentice, another really underrated Disney movie. I grew up watching this one, so, and it's like, it counts as a remake too, so, yeah, if you haven't seen that one, I would recommend giving that one a shot. Tron, which I watched for the first time 2 months ago with Tron, Ares coming out, but Tron Legacy is actually the one I grew up with, which I think that one's gently great. I love Tron Legacy. Christopher Robin! Cute enough movie. Muppets, the one from a few years back. Return to Oz, essentially like a horror movie take on Wizard of Oz from Disney, which is kind of crazy because it has a lot of scary moments in there. Three Musketeers, this movie's seen better days. It just had dust fall off. You see that? What the heck? Okay, anyways, yeah, these movies seen better days. Yeah, I need to start dusting in here. Holes, which I saw they were remaking that. Why? That one's really good. Why do we need a remake for that? I don't know. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Santa Paws. Do I count my video games too? I don't know. We'll get to that later. Okay, now we're done with Disney movies. Now we move on to just random stuff. I have so I have Once Upon a Time Season 1. Season 2. Wait, let me put these back too, because I gotta put them back. Alright, Season 2. Season 3, which is actually my favorite season, where they go to Neverland. Season 4, which takes place with Anna and Elsa, where they had them. Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian, and then Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb, right there, which is really good. These are going to be upgraded, I tell you. So we have the Alvin and Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks the Squeakquel, Alvin and Chipmunks Chipwrecked, which is actually, I think I remember my favorite one, and Alvin and Chipmunks Road Chip right here. Where, mark my words, I will upgrade those and get the 4-pack Blu-ray that I saw on Amazon. That should make those make me have more room in my collection. Ice Age the Meltdown. Okay, now now I can pretty much just take the camera, and because we have that to deal with. So like I'll try to go as, because I don't know how much percent my phone's at, but you guys can see right here. Well, why is there like a gray tint at like the top of this camera right here? I don't know. Okay, but anyways, you can see Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ice Age, Continental Drift, Out of the Vault. This right here is 3 Men and a Baby and 3 Men and a Little Lady, Field of Dreams, Stuart Little, 3-pack Blu-ray collection. Not Blu-ray, DVD collection. Hobbit movies right here. Lord of the Rings, right there. Deepwater Horizon, Rin Tin Tin, Australia. How to Train Your Dragons, like specials right there. Eddie the Eagle. The OG original Adventure and Babysitting right there. Clyde and Chance of Meatballs 1, 2. Where the Red Fern Grows, Africa Screams. Princess Bride, I think. What's that say? When the Game Stands Tall right there. What About Bob, Tom and Jerry, the movie, Let's Be Cops, It's a Mad, Mad World, Maze Runner, Scores Trial, Death Cure, Jungle Book, Taps, Right Stuff, Paddington, Terminator Genesis, and Eagle Eye on 2-pack. Hercules, the one with The Rock from a couple years ago, Darkest Hour, Dr. Little, 4-pack. The Man Who Shot Liberty Value, I think that's what that says. Greatest Show on Earth, I think that's like kind of like Greatest Showman, I'm pretty sure. Capture the Flag, Corpse Bride. Okay, hold on. I need to move my controller. Wonder, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, March of the Penguins, Robin Hood, Towering Inferno, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Tombs Raider Collection, Some of All Fear, Going in Style, the others, Twister, Poseidon, and Perfect Storm, I believe. Murder on the Orient Express, Look Who's Talking, 2 movie collection, Soccer Dog, the Patch Adams, In Harm's Way, Charlotte's Web. I don't know what that is. There's a Party in the City. Oh, it's Yo Gabba Gabba. That's what it is. Aliens in the Attic, Yours, Mine, and Ours, Monster House, Flight Plan, Minions. Again, sorry, there's not much. Here, I'll add light. Here. Oh my gosh, hold on. There you go. That's better. I think you guys can see clearly now. Yes. Okay, I think you guys are good now. Yeah. That's better. Is that better? Adam's Family, the TV series Adam's Family, 2019. More American Graffiti, Hidalgo. I think I saw that advertised in a lot of Disney movies right there. Thunderhead, Black Beauty, Charlie's Angels, Pompeii, and American Graffiti. Jimmy Neutron, of Life, Lassie, Milo and Otis, Explorers and Small Soldiers, Call of the Wild, House of the Long Shadows, Dark Skies, Secret Life of Pets, Dirty Dozen, Three Ninjas, Ben-Hur remake, which is not as good. I don't think it's as good as the original, I'm pretty sure, because from what I've seen. Then you have Sound of Freedom, Planet Earth, Courageous, Mr. Popper's Penguin, Breakthrough, Open Season, 3 movie collection, Spirit, King of Kung Fu Panda 2 specials, whatever. Make Penguins of Madagascar, Home, Monsters vs Aliens, Grace and I don't know. Reading Room, Monumental, Spy Next Door, Runner and the Rave Hand, To Save Life, The Adventure of Great. Okay. Smallfoot, Detective Pikachu, Medicine Man, Sahara, October Baby. Some of these are so hard to read. It's not even funny. The Ten Commandments. I think that's the Blu-ray collection. I think. Radio, Lost Medallion, and Andre, White Fang, which is like a horse movie. I think. The Lost Rick Maker. In America. Last Rick Maker in America. Intern, which this one generally makes me angry because this is this is a Blu-ray, right? And there's actually just a DVD in there. There's no Blu-ray, which I got ripped off. Narnia Code, animation 2-pack. Heidi, Gods of Egypt, Dark Tower, King Arthur, That Thing You Do. Little Princess, The Secret Garden. The Secret Garden's actually based off a book I read that I forgot about. Geostorm, one of the most forgettable movies I've ever seen, I think. Winchester, which is like a horror movie. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Happy Gilmore, one of my favorite comedies of all time. Billy Madison, I need to still finish watching. Goosebumps and Goosebumps 2. Goosebumps is great. Goosebumps 2, not so much. Benji, Last Airbender. Bicentennial Man, Mission to Mars, Powder, Trolls. Not that type of powder, by the way. Hotel for Dogs, Sorry Wrong Number, Father of the Bride 2, Pacific Rim. Last Ounce of Courage, Pacific Rim Uprising, Hugo, Wonder Park, Donovan's Reef, Cheaper by the Dozen 2-pack of the first 2 movies, Jack Reacher Never Goes Back, Lemony Snicket's The King and I, Uncle Buck, 16 Wishes, Oliver Twist, Warhorse, Tomb Raider, Odyssey 4-disc collection, Man with Iron Mask, Big Miracle, Dick Tracy, Cowboys vs. Aliens, The Shallows, The Abyss, Alpha. Alpha's a solid dog movie too. Annie, Three Stooges as well. Ronald Reagan movie, ironically. Spookily, The Square Pumpkin. The Emoji Movie, Pitch Perfect, 1 and 2 and 3. Zookeeper, Now You See Me, 1 and 2. War of the Worlds, Jingle All the Way 2. Hook, The Prestige, A Dog's Way Home. Oh, my voice is going out. Henry V, Unbroken, Shark Boy, Lava Girl. School of Rock, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. After Earth, Tootsie, Crocodile Dundee 2-pack, Hiding Place, Monster Truck, Art of Racing in the Rain, Over the Hedge, Lincoln, Expendables 1 and 2. I don't have 3 in here yet. Sister Act 2, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Tick, complete series, All the President's Men, Warrior, of this right here, one of the most underrated movies. Warrior is great. I love Warrior. Ghostbusters 2016 remake. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Ghostbusters Aftermath. Yes. Afterlife. Really good. Legacy sequel. Zoom. Dragon Slayer. 50 horror classics. I'm not listing every single one of those because that would kill me. Spy Kids 3-pack DVD. Spy Kids. All the Time in the World. All Saints, Parental Guidance, 1917, Max, Counterpoint, and Old Fashioned Thanksgiving, 1408, Super Tramps, Hawkins, I can't read that. Blades of Glory, I'm on low power mode. Okay, so I gotta breeze through these. Not Today, Exodus, Gods and Kings, Woodlawn, Gifted Hands, Greater, assuming a lot of faith-based movies for some reason. 2012, Holiday, Three Musketeers, the Four Musketeers here. Romeo and Juliet, Sherlock Gnomes, A League of Their Own, Source Code, Lone Survivor, Harriet, Operation Finale, Darkest Minds, Knights in Rodanthe, Sweet Home Alabama, Missing Link, Instant Family, 300, 300, Rise of an Empire, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, Armageddon, Real Steel, Battleship, Peanuts Movie, Rugrats Movie, Call of the Wild, Pearl Harbor, Days of Thunder, Ed Wood. Got a squish on over here. Okay, great. Splash, which is actually a rare movie where it features like nudity for a PG movie, which is interesting. Flippers, still haven't seen it though. Close Encounters, The Third Kind, The Commuter, Spiderwick Chronicles, Oblivion, Chicago, Holmes and Watson, White Squall, Family, Animal, Adventures, Collector Set, whatever, Pirates of Penzance, Last of the Mohicans, 200 Classic Cartoons, Racing Stripes, Looney Tunes, Guardian, Contagion, Footprints, The Adventures of Francis, Creature from Black Lake, The Day After Tomorrow, Charlotte's Web 2, Greatest Showman. Okay. Okay, now I gotta go down here. Okay. This is more comfortable for me now. Dunstan checks in, Diary of Wimpy Kid 1 through 3, Diary of Wimpy Kid The Long Haul, Tooth Fairy, Olympus Has Fallen, American Sniper, Dances with the Wolves, Bullet, Alien vs. Predator, Titanic, Legend of the Guardians, Book of Esther, The Hunger Games Catching Fire, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, Tale of Desperado, I think that's what that says. Godfather 3 movie collection, Shiloh and Shiloh something. Inkheart, Muppets, complete series, 9 lives, Texas Rising, Divergent, Allegiant. These are the Star Trek movies I grew up on. The Star Trek 2009 remake/sequel, Star Trek Into Darkness, which is actually my favorite Star Trek movie. Hot take. Star Trek Beyond, Rick and Morty, seasons 1 through 4, Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows, Top Gun 2-pack, that has Top Gun Maverick and Top Gun, Independence Day, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, Planet Earth 2, Lorax, plus 3 mini-movies, Dr. Horton, Here, Who, Mean Girls, the OG Planet of the Apes movies. Then you also have the current ones, which is Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for the Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is actually my 9th favorite movie of all time. Love Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Wednesday Season 1, Beverly Hills Cop 4-pack. Oh, no, 3-pack. Sorry, my bad. Avatar Last Airbender complete series, which I haven't seen. Elvis 4K. iZombie Season 1. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Kingsman The Secret Service, which I love. Kingsman The Golden Circle. Still have not seen, but I hear a lot of mixed things about it. Return of the Pink Panther remake from something or other. Rat Race, one of my favorite comedies of all time. Bourne Identity, World War Z, Inception, my favorite Christopher Nolan movie right there in my top 15 favorite movies of all time. Love Inception. Midway, The Jerk, Amadeus, Knight's Tale, This is Spinal Tap, Despicable Me 2, Earth to Echo, The Longest Yard, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Smokey and the Bandits complete series or whatever. Rescue Adventures, Lassie, Replacements, The Meaning of Life, which is a... Oh, man, I can't read that. My Girl 2, All Dogs Go to Heaven, All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, Season 1, Steelbook, Paint Your Wagon, Hunchback of Notre Dame, original film, The Old Man and the Sea, Ghost in... Mr. Murr, Mrs. Murr, Epic, Goodbye Mr. Chips, School of Rock, Pride and Prejudice, Turner and Hooch, Footlight Parade, Robin Hood. Okay, now we move on to all the VeggieTales movies, which we're almost there, guys. Robin Good, Abe and the Amazing Promise, Heroes Bible. It's a Minnesota Q movies, Mo and that Big Exit. Snoodles Tale, Dave and the Giant, Pickle, Duke and the Great Pie War, Veggies in Space, Lord of the Beans, Pistachio, The Star of Christmas. Then we also have some right here. Jonah, VeggieTales movie, which again I could upgrade because it has a Blu-ray. VeggieTales, King George and the Ducky, Boy and the Rumor Weed, The Little House That Stood, Beauty and the Beat, Happy Together, Big River, Rescue, The League of Incredible Vegetables, Are You Neighbor or Are You My Neighbor, Boy and the Fib from Outer Space. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Okay. Larry Beard, Puppies and Guppies, Larry Boy, Sumo, Sing-Alongs, whatever, Celebrity Night Fever, Sherlock Holmes, An Easter Carol, Bible Man,
Surf's Up 2, and now we move on to WWE discs, guys. Jetsons, WWE Road to WrestleMania, Scooby-Doo, WWE Curse of the Speed Demon, Scooby-Doo, WrestleMania Mystery, Original Movie, Flintstones, WWE Stone Age SmackDown, Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. Now we move on to actual wrestling stuff. So Greatest Steel Cage Matches, DVD, ECW, Unreleased Volume 1. Now we also have No Mercy 2003, Survivor Series 2003, Backlash 2004, Vengeance 2004, SummerSlam 2004, No Mercy 2004, Royal Rumble 2005, WrestleMania 23, the most powerful families in all of wrestling. Okay, great. This is Royal Rumble from 2008 on DVD in like a massive case, which I hope I can find something that's less big. Pause. No Way Out 2008, WrestleMania 24, Extreme Rules 2009, Night of Champions 2009, SummerSlam 2009, SummerSlam, Survivor Series 2009, WrestleMania 26, I believe, SummerSlam 2010, Hell in a Cell 2010, Survivor Series 2010, Best of Raw 2010, John Cena documentary or whatever, Royal Rumble 2011, WrestleMania 27, Over the Limit 2011, Money in the Bank 2011, Night of Champions 2011, Hell in a Cell 2011, Royal Rumble 2012, Live in the UK, which I don't know if this actually plays in my collection, but I still gotta find that out. Hell in a Cell 2012, Best Pay-Per-View Matches 2012, False Count Anywhere, Best False Count Anywhere Matches, sorry. Royal Rumble 2013, WrestleMania 29, Blu-ray, Extreme Rules 2013, Night of Champions 2013, WrestleMania 31, Chris Jericho documentary, Fastlane 2016, SummerSlam 2016, Survivor Series 2016, Royal Rumble 2017, Elimination Chamber 2017, Fastlane 2017, WrestleMania 33, Payback Backlash, Extreme Rules 2017, Money in the Bank 2017, No Mercy 2017, Hell in a Cell 2017, TLC 2017, Survivor Series 2017, Clash of Champions 2017, Best NXT Moments 2017, Best Pay-Per-View Matches of 2017, Raw 25th Anniversary, Royal Rumble 2018, Elimination Chamber 2018, Fastlane 2018, WrestleMania 34, Greatest Royal Rumble, Backlash 2018, Money in the Bank 2018, Extreme Rules 2018, SummerSlam 2018, Hell in a Cell 2018, Super Showdown 2018, Survivor Series 2018, TLC 2018, Royal Rumble 2019, Elimination Chamber 2019, Fastlane 2019, WrestleMania 35, Money in the Bank 2019, Super Showdown 2019, Wolf! Stomping Grounds 2019, Extreme Rules 2019, SummerSlam 2019, Clash of Champions 2019, Hell in a Cell 2019, Survivor Series 2019, TLC 2019, Super Showdown 2020, WrestleMania 36, Money in the Bank 2020, Backlash 2020, Extreme Rules, The Horror Show 2020, Survivor Series 2020, Best of 2020, Royal Rumble 2021, WrestleMania 37, Money in the Bank 2021, SummerSlam 2021, Crown Jewel 2021, Royal Rumble 2022, WrestleMania 38, SummerSlam 2022, WrestleMania 39, and biography WWE Legends. I'm still waiting for WrestleMania 40 to get a physical release because I want that in my collection. But anyways. And do I count video games too? You know what? Screw it. I'll count it because there's a limited amount. So yeah, Madden 18, Monster Hunter World, Crash Bandicoot. Played that all the time with my sister. Little Nightmares 2. Love that game. Battlefront 2. Harry Potter and Lego Collection. DC. Supervillains, Injustice, Gods Among Us, Spider-Man. Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series. Walking Dead, the Telltale series. My favorite video game of all time. My favorite thing in fiction of all time. As my two favorite characters in all fiction of all time. We're WWE 2K20. WWE 2K Battlegrounds, WWE 2K22, WWE 2K23, AW5 Forever, Five Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach, Spider-Man 2, Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, Last of Us Part 2, Little Nightmares 3, Jurassic World Evolution 2, Avatar Frontiers, Pandora, The Callisto Protocol, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. The thing you see above it is Doom the Dark Ages. And then I also have this, College Football 2025. Oh my gosh, why do I do this to myself every single year? I hope you guys enjoyed these two parts, because my goodness, my voice is probably going to be sore tomorrow. I have done it, I have finished it, and you know what sucks? I actually have to put all these things back up right next to me so I could show you guys my whole entire collection. And for those wondering, oh, where was Dispatch in the collection? Oh, where was WWE 2K24, 2K25? I actually have those games on, like, the PS5. So, like, I downloaded them. And I don't actually have the physical copy, so I didn't count them. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed these videos. Like I said, my voice is going to be probably completely gone over the next few days, so you guys are just going to have to bear with me. Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for next year whenever I do this again. I almost didn't do it this year, but I thought to myself, since we're almost at the end of 2025, why not do it today? So, yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next one, everybody. Peace. Oh my gosh.